All right, so we talked about the hitting. I want to talk about the pitching. We only got a few minutes, so let's go.
So we could talk about Williams. I mean, Williams is what Williams is. He averages 4.5 walks for his career per 9 innings, or just under that, which is a walk every other inning. Yes, he does strike out 14 guys for 9 innings as well. The biggest thing is he doesn't allow any hits his entire career. So the big question is, what the hell is going on? Why isn't he striking guys out like he was striking them out?
Yeah.
That's one of the things that we can talk about. I mean, he's pitched 12 innings and he's faced 18 batters. And
he's pitched 12 innings already?
Oh, no, sorry, that's his ERA.
His ERA is 12. He's pitched 3 innings.
He's pitched 3 innings and he struck out 5 batters, which is 15 batters per 9.
Yeah, that's great.
He's pitched 3 innings and he's walked 4 guys, which is 9.1.
Yeah, like his right now his whip is is 3.
Right.
I mean, that's not good. But we know that'll be better.
It's the 5 hits. The 5 hits has me concerned.
I know I ranted about him yesterday to you and Asti. Asti sort of agreed with me a little bit, mostly because he didn't like the answer during the press conference, which I didn't either. But at least he's honest. I mean, I like that he's this guy that I know who told me about him said that he's a little bit of he's not your classic kiss ass Yankee. Like he's definitely got he's got an edge to him. And he's an honest guy. He says what he feels, and that's not something you normally get from Yankee stars.
Yankees don't do that.
They take the line. But listen, that's fine. I gave him a hard time mostly because I didn't like the body language out there. The body language so far has not been dominant closer. It looks like he's ambivalent, and that's weird. You don't usually see that in these guys. They come in, they're all pumping with testosterone.
Not happy with the way he's pitching. The body language that would bother me is if he got angry at anybody else but besides himself. I mean, he said it's him. He said all the right things. So let's see what Asti has to say while you brought him up.
Okay.
Hi, guys. On Devin Williams, I'm starting to get a little concerned about what's happening with him. His command is way off in the strike zone. Batters seem to be laying off that airbender that he has. Anything below the belt, they're not swinging at. They're letting it hit the dirt. So he comes in with a cookie cutter, and that's what they hit. And his fastball's not there.
Well,
great point. He's absolutely right.
He doesn't have 98-mile-an-hour fastball. He never did. He's a fastball changeup guy.
I don't know, but his fastball's been showing at 93. That's really low. I thought we'd get a little bit more than 93, but that's okay. That's okay.
How much of it is cold? But we'll see about.
But the thing is, the point about his point, Joe's right about command. That's the issue. They will lay off if he can't get the bender over the plate. They will lay it off because you got to think most changeups don't land. Most changeups aren't in the zone. The best changeups are out of the zone, but they're in the zone coming at you. And then last minute, they run out of steam and they dive. And that's what's so great about them. But in his case, he's been so off that they're seeing the ball out of his hand and it's not in the zone. Got to think what a pro can do. A pro baseball player sees the ball coming out of a hand.
His command is so bad right now that you can get up there and say, listen, I'm just not going to swing until he can throw for a strike. And if he throws 2 balls with the changeup and then he comes back with his 93, 94, he's going to get hit. Like I said, I'm more concerned about the 5 hits he's allowed than the 5 walks that he's allowed, because he's never allowed a lot of hits. I mean, last year he pitched only 21 innings. He allowed 10 hits. The year before he pitched 58 innings, allowed 26 hits. The season before that, he pitched 60 innings, allowed 31 hits, 54 innings, 36 hits. The guy does not allow hits.
Yeah.
He does allow walks and he strikes out guys, but he does not allow hits. And so far this year, 3 innings, 5 hits is.
What's his lifetime whip? It's under 2, right? It's under 1. Right?
Whip is 1.047, and before the season, it was probably below 1.
Well, he doesn't have enough. That's not going to impact him. This is nothing. but it's but 3 innings
He's
can't.
230 innings in his career.
But the thing about this guy, well, he's never been a long. He doesn't go. He's a 1 inning guy. That's his strength. He's not a multi-inning guy. That's why they have Weaver.
Well,
And
he sort of was when he was in front of Hader. He would pitch an inning in the third,
yeah,
innings
but he
there.
wasn't the same guy. He was a setup man. That's why he was there. But he was Weaver. But I got to tell you, I'm not worried. I agree. I think that he's just not. The command isn't there, and he'll get it. Wait till we just need some more. They've had terrible weather. I mean, you guys in California, you can't understand what it's like playing in this kind of weather. I mean, it's rained pretty much half the time. They've been terrible. Temperatures are low. They're very, very cold,
and it's windy and it's wet and
it just sucks. It sucks. So let's go. I'm thinking a week of 70 degrees, and then everybody thaws, and then maybe he lets loose a little bit. I just don't think he should be saying, I don't feel 100% myself. I don't feel like I'm 100% there yet. And he's saying mentally. He says physically he's fine, but let's see. I definitely am excited to see the real thing.